Hi y'all. Okay, so I'm sick. The main thing that obviously is this, right? So the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to talk about like sickness and like yes, I'm sick and you could get sick from different ways, but there's always like on my beliefs and our beliefs is that there's a spiritual cause underneath to what's going on in the outside in your world, right? And that includes sickness. So like different sicknesses in different areas like means something emotionally, that you're going through something emotionally. And so that's why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to get it out there right now while I'm going through it. And a big part of this video was even thinking about making it was I was like, I don't want to put that out there. Like, I look like shit. My nose is like comically fucking swollen. It's huge. And that's like another thing I want to get into this video is not liking yourself, not loving yourself. And my nose has always been one of those things where I don't like it because it's big, And so having this sickness come to where it's like, all right, bitch, you don't like yourself, you don't like this about yourself, we're gonna make it fucking huge, And so for a while I was like, God, I fucking hate this. I was even trying to hide my nose from my fiance. I didn't want him to see it. I wanted to wear a mask in the house, like stupid, ridiculous things, right? And then finally I went to the mirror to put on more medicine and I was just laughing. I'm like, dude, this looks funny. Like, my nose is huge. It looks fucking comedy, like, and that's progress. That's literally progress. That's progress for me making this video while my nose fucking looks like this, So that's, I'm proud of it. That's literally progress, that like we need to see the things that we don't like or even hate about ourselves and come to a place where we can accept it, and no, I'm not at a place where I love that about me. There's lots of other things that I don't love about me still, but if you can get to that place where you can see it and be okay with it, like before I would have been like, hell no, I'm not adding a video with my nose and my face and me sick like this. Hell no, I'm not letting people see that. But we're getting to a point where we're pushing past and embracing the darkness of ourselves, and that's so good and that's so powerful right now, right? So, but anyways, what I wanted to talk about is the sickness that I'm going through. So it started about a couple days ago. I thought I had an ear infection, so that's ear swelling, and then it was like giving me like a pounding headache. It was like pounding in my head, right? And then the nose thing started I want to say, about 2 days ago. So I started putting specific medicine on there to help like calm it, to get it to go away, right? So then now my nose is super swollen, and I got it so my lip was super swollen. Then last night I saw, I don't know if you guys can see because my big ass earrings, but my lymph nodes or lymph glands are like swollen and they're like rocks in my throat. And I even have one right here where it's like a little rock, and it's like a rock in there. It looks like I'm trying to grow gills or something. So I was thinking about it, and even eyes felt like so swollen, and that's normally to do with contacts, right? From over wearing them, because I do ever wear them. But the fact that it's everything all at once, everything is swollen and everything is hurting right here, that's well, first I thought, okay, my throat chakra, right? And I forget what these ones, my crown and my pineal gland, right? So this is all inflamed all at once. So it's like, that's like, dude, this is obvious. This is something inside of me. Like, what's going on? So I don't know everything memorized. I don't, I barely remember all the names of the chakras. So I was looking up online, like, what, spiritually is the meaning of your face being swollen, your glands, these glands being swollen around my ears. Like, what does that mean, So I looked it up. I can show you the website later. It was a guy who was explaining it and explained it really good. It made a lot of sense. The only thing that I didn't like, it was like, oh, if you want to heal this, then, like, message me and we'll set you up with, I'll be able to fix you. So, like, I sell services too sometimes, but for me, I always say you don't need me to do it for you. Like, you can learn. Like, the videos I do, I put them out there for free, but I do offer for people like, hey, if you don't want to watch hours and hours, I can tell you quickly and you could pay me to tell you quickly, but I don't want to take that power away from you. We all have powers to heal ourselves. So that was the only thing where it was like, oh, well, you need me to help you fix it, you know? But even with that, he had great information. So I'm going to try to basically condense it to make sense, right? So he did this whole thing with the numerology too, where he did the numbers of swollen glands were, and did the numbers. You can look at the article later. But essentially the numbers were like, you don't like yourself, you don't love yourself, you don't think you're good enough. So it, you know, it's coming up through sickness, but also the glands is like a defense. And so he said that was important, that it's a defense against like sickness. So think of the word defense, and what are you going through in your life? So for me, what am I going through in my life right now that I feel physically, emotionally, or mentally that I need to be defensive, that I need to be on the defensive, or I feel like I'm backed into a corner, right? And so this is absolutely true. God, I want to say in November, December, I was in, this guy literally fucking attacked me with his car. He literally attacked me. Okay, we were in traffic. He pushed my fucking car out of the way. Then, you know, I'm like, hey, dude, pull over. You know, you hit me. He didn't, just passed me. So I went behind, took a picture of his license plate, went up to the side, was like, dude, pull over. You hit me. He literally slammed his fucking car into me, right? So I was already traumatized from the first pushing my car out the way. Like, this psycho guy did this to me. And then I'm trying to get him to, like, pull over to, like, get his information, and he slams his car into me again. And of course later I realized, hey, this is assault with a deadly weapon, right? So I'm going through all this stuff. I'm going through the police. They're trying to find him. They finally do eventually find him. The insurance is not working because he's not answering, or he lied about his truck, that it's not under his insurance or something. So the cop says, oh, well, we can't prove he's lying, if he's lying or you're lying, because you both are saying something different. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's honestly, it's just bad cops, because he said he looked at his car, the guy's car, but he didn't look at my car, right? Anyway, so this whole thing, so then the insurance is not working either because he's lying about the cars, like that car is not insured through them. It's this whole big thing, right? So that is what I'm going through, where I felt like, even to this day, like I feel like I was attacked. I was literally attacked. And it's scary and it's traumatizing to me. And even just the fact that like nothing's really going, and it seems like he's gonna get away with doing this, you know? And it's like, oh, do I want to go to court? Do I even want to have to pay money to try to do all this thing? Like he fucked up my car. He really did some crazy shit. Okay, I need to stop going on with this. But anyway, so that's what's going on. I'm also trying to figure, like, just, you know, get over it. You know, should I just leave it alone? Should I just let him get away with it? You know? And again, I realize that external enemies is me. And that's something within me that is creating this external enemy with the person. And of course, that is with me, that like, that I want to go after this person and not forgive them, make sure that they get in trouble, is like that you would want to do that to yourself, right? You're not letting yourself off the hook. You don't ever want to let yourself off the hook, right? So I don't know if I'm making sense, but basically that's it. That's I think the main thing where my voice is not, I'm not speaking my truth. Like, I haven't really talked about this with my community. My family knows about it, but even with them, I don't talk that much. Like, it makes me upset. Like, that, yes, I feel like he should be held accountable for what he did, and it looks like he's not. But then again, like, I'm like, okay, so if that was you, and you did something, which I don't think I would do something crazy like that, but like maybe you did mess up, right? Would I kind of want to be let off the hook? Probably, you know, probably fucking, you know, but I don't know. So that's literally what is like, my mind will not stop, right? And I'm really trying to let it go. So I think that's why, like, it finally just popped up on my body, was like, boom, like, you're literally stressing out about this. You cannot let this fucking go. So like, you're sick now. But again, that also, so I think that was one of the main reasons, but another main reason is like, that you're still not working on loving yourself. And of course, that makes sense, right? The external enemy is me. So it's obvious I don't fucking love myself because I'm pulling external enemies into my life, which is me. So I need to work more on loving myself who I am, on loving myself for even the things that I fucking hate about myself, the things that drive me crazy, the things that I think are ugly about me, like my big nose, my double chin. I can't stand my double chin, you know? And even still, like with the swelling, it's made it bigger, my cheeks bigger, like my eyes got swollen. So like, yeah, some of the things that I think about in the back of my head a lot got exacerbated, right? So it brought all that to the forefront. So gosh, where am I trying to go? I hope I'm making sense. I really hope I'm making sense. I probably just sound crazy rambling, but I need to learn to love myself. I need to learn to, and the beginning of that is looking at these things and not looking at them as negative or as a bad thing, right? Like I said earlier, with the big freaking swollen nose, I was so embarrassed. I was trying to hide my nose even from my fiance in the house. I texted him. I was like, I'm going to be wearing a mask in the house. And he's like, why? Do you have COVID? I'm like, no, it's my nose. And eventually, like, I got over it. I just had my medicine and I got over it. And yesterday, too, it was so embarrassing, my stupid nose. And finally, I went in the mirror and I was like, dude, this is fucking comedy. It's huge, you know? So like I said, that is progress. That's me slowly getting to, I was at a spot before where I hated it. I hated these things, and now I'm at a spot where I can see these things and be okay with it. And here I'm even at a spot where I'm okay with other people seeing it looking crazy, you know? So I hope it makes sense. Like I said, I'm here on this journey now. We're all here. We're all working through this stuff of trying to love yourself, trying to love what you perceive as darkness in you, what you don't like about yourself, which is perceived darkness, right? And even, you know, just the fact that because I don't love a lot of part of me, I hate a lot of part of me still, that's bringing external enemies to me. That is literally, it's like, all right, you really hate yourself that much, you don't like yourself that much, boom, here you go. Here's somebody outside of you who is now your external enemy, and you guys are going to have drama now because you haven't loved yourself. And until that day we can fully love yourself and forgive yourself, work with yourself, then that will no longer happen in the outside world of you, right? So I'm working on it. There is a technique that I've shared before, but I want to share it right now, of working with the darkness, with what you don't like about yourself, and healing that and integrating that. And I definitely don't do it damn near as much as I should have, so I definitely need to today. So what you want to imagine is, you know, close your eyes, don't close your eyes. You want to imagine you're walking up to a mirror, and in the mirror is you, right? But in that mirror image of you, you see everything that you dislike, hate about yourself, and it's 1,000 times worse. So like if you're worried about your weight, which sometimes I do get worried about my weight, so you want to see your mirror image of you as massively obese, right? Like huge. For me, my nose, it's annoying to me. Like, I think it's already big enough, so I need to see my nose like it is right now, like a huge fucking clown nose, right? Another thing, my cheeks. I hate my big cheeks. So my cheeks need to be like even bigger, just like grossy, huge, big. My double chin needs to be like gross double chin, right? Like gross. I don't like, I could go on and on. My eyes, sometimes like, I think I know I have pretty eyes, but sometimes I'm like, oh, they're too big, you know? So everything that you don't like about yourself, make it 1,000,000,000 times worse, so that person who is you that you're looking at is what you would think gross, disgusting, and you hate it, right? But you need to look at them, feel their suffering, and then you want to connect your heart with the being. So see their suffering, feel their suffering, and then, you know, tell them that you love them. You love them for who they are. Connect their heart with your heart with a green beam of light, and then like integrate that into your being, the lights, right? So those hearts are connected between you and that like negative bad version of yourself, and feel the love and send that being love and tell them that you love them no matter what, this and that. Just like send them love and tell them that I love you. I love you. Like I love myself. I love myself no matter what. So that is one. If you can do that every day, that's amazing. Like I said, I don't do it near damn enough. I need to do it probably every day. So that's one way. There's a couple more. I just can't think of any off the top of my head. But yeah, I hope this video helps. I hope it makes sense. I just wanted to share, like, because sometimes I feel like I like sharing, I like teaching, but I don't want to say like this is a teachable moment. And I did think about like, no, I don't want to add this, like I'm sick. But it's like, dude, this is like, we're all going through it. We're all going through it. And if it pops up in you, in some other way, maybe it's not going to be this, your whole face swollen, you know, maybe it pops up in a different type of sickness. And for me, like I said, I don't know everything, I don't memorize everything, but just type in whatever sickness you're going through and just type in like, hey, what does this sickness mean spiritually? And most websites will kind of give you the breakdown of like, hey, what chakras is connected to, so what does that mean, you know? And if you read it, it usually makes fucking sense, you know. If you really sit there and think like, hey, what does this connect to, it really does make sense. But that's what we're here to learn, and we're here to heal ourselves, and we're here to move forward and process our darkness. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling, this is going on too long, but yep, I just wanted to share. I love you guys. I need to love myself. I do love myself. I need to love myself more. We all need to love ourselves more. And that way too, like if you have external enemies popping up, like that is literally you, that you are fighting with yourself. You hate yourself. Like, so we need to heal our inner selves to stop that. So yeah, love you guys. Bye.